One of the questions I'm asked the most about Hindu squats is, how often should I do them? And the answer I have for you might surprise you. And it is every freaking day. If you want to get really good at body weight squats, Hindu squats, any of the other body weight squats I teach, you do them every single day. Now you might think this isn't the way to go, that you do upper body one day, you do lower body another day, and so on. Well, my friend, take a look in the wild. How often does the orangutan and the chimpanzee and the gorilla and the monkey and the tiger and the cheetah, how often do they exercise, doing the same exercises each day? The answer is they do the same every day. It's not split up the body parts. Not at all. Now the question is, frequency is out of the question. How much to do each day? That's the real question. It's not how often, it's how much. You see, when I was first learning from Carl Gotch, I would push myself to do 500 Hindu squats in a workout. I didn't start out that way, but I made the mistake of doing them every other day. So I got to the point where I could do 100 in a row and I'd take a rest and then I could do another 100. One day I said, Carl, hey, I got this idea. How about I do them every day? He says, that's the way you do it, dummy. And so I began doing it every day. In a short period of time, I was able to go way beyond 100 straight, doing a couple hundred straight, then 200, 300, and 400, and then ultimately 500. And then, as I've spoken about in a previous video, as many as 2,000 straight. Now, the frequency was every day. This is what pushed me over the edge. But the second part of this is, in the beginning, let's say your first 100 days, you want to be smart about this. You want to be real smart. And that means if you did 100 today, and that's the most you've ever done, and you're really sore tomorrow, your goal is one squat tomorrow. If you're still sore another day, maybe you just do one again. But you did at least one squat. You got blood flow to the muscles and to the knees. My personal daily goal is to do the number of squats that feels appropriate for me every single day. Some days I do 300 to 500 squats. The next day I do 100. I'm a little beat up, but not so beat up that I'm going to ignore the lower half of my body. Some days I do one squat and only one. Now, it takes a while, the one I do. It's not over and done with in a half a second, and I'll show you how it looks. I'm going to begin doing a Hindu squat in slow, actually super slow motion. And to prove it to you, I'm actually going to have to do something where I'm moving my hands at a quicker speed, which is not a Hindu squat. So let's look at it this way. The lower part of my body, my lower half, is going to be doing a slow motion squat, but so that you realize this isn't trick photography or something, I'm going to be moving my hands and arms at a faster speed. So I just did the first squat. Now I want to do more. I don't want to stop there. It feels good. So here, I'll do another one. I could just leave my arms out here on this one the way I am. They could go behind, or you can bring them back this way. You take as many breaths as you need on the way down. So now, turn my toes a little further forward, and I'll do another one this way. Up a little quicker on that one. You start to vary it. Now, I've done 3 squats total. Feeling totally alive. Take a little rest, and then I make a decision. Do I want to do more? Do I want to speed it up a little bit? Feels pretty good. I've done 13 squats for the day. Do I want to do more? I most definitely do. So then I'll go in and I'll do the next set, and the next set, and the next set. And sometimes I will carry on this way for a half an hour with a set and a rest, a set and a rest, a set and a rest. But it all begins with the single squat. Lao Tzu said in the Tao Te Ching, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Well, the journey to 500 straight Hindu squats begins with the first one. Keep that in mind, get after it, and good skills.